Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. Oh, I love Valentine's Day.
Thank you.
What did you say?
I said thank you. Are you talking to me, sis?
Sure. Happy Valentine's Day, sis. And especially to my sweet nephew and niece. I can't wait to see them. Oh, I love to spoil them on Valentine's Day.
And they love to be spoiled. And so do I. And don't you?
I hope everybody got some nice goodies from our Valentine's Day gift guide that we had last week on the show.
Such good goodies.
Just to treat yourself and just feel that self-care love that you can just have all year. Because what else do we have going on? There's Mother's Day coming up. And then we're in a big lull. Maybe your birthday. Until the seasons switch again for holidays.
I love Valentine's Day because I get sad after, and we already talked about this, I get sad after Christmas. And this week was especially dreary over here in South Carolina. It's just dreary. It's just no sunshine or anything. So I love goody self-care treats to lift your spirits and to make you feel good about yourself, that you're doing something for yourself. It just lifts your mood. And I think that's very important.
Winter is tough, but we are, we're starting to get, it's February 14th. So we're starting to get more towards the light. It's lighter and brighter every day now. We just have to get through this little bit of cold, and then we're going to hit spring. And I cannot wait. I love spring. I have some news to share with everybody. It's pretty big news for our family and our business too. But you think, wow, you had some pretty big news a couple months ago too, or about a month ago when I announced my pregnant, expecting my first child in April. Well, also it's just like the biggest year for me. Another piece of news is that I sold my spa.
Congratulations.
After 13 years. It feels a little strange. I'm not used to it yet because I've just been in it for that long. But with life, there's seasons of growth and change, and you just have new passions and desires. My reason for doing that is our focus is on our skincare membership and our podcast, and it is just growing at such a rapid speed. I really needed my full attention to cater to all of our members, to be able to create content. It's a full-time, right now it's like full-time. Like I work on it all the time. And of course, Ashley does too. And to be able to have a flexible schedule to where I can do that, because I can even film a video at night, or we can do a podcast whenever, but you can still also go pick up the kids and things like that. So it's a win-win situation. We are launching a new app soon, and we have some exciting projects in the works this year. So everybody will have just all these new things that we're doing. So anyway, that is what's happened. And this is going to be a fun year that we will have lots to talk about. Today, we're going to discuss a topic that many women, including me, and Ashley too, I think you're part of this too.
I did some research. It actually affects 90% of all women. 90%.
I can vouch for that. Having owned a spa, obviously a lot of women came in there, and I did a lot of airbrush tanning, and I want women to know this. I have spray tanned the top models, pageants, stunning women, and they still had cellulite. And models are usually pretty thin. And they still had cellulite. So I wanted to let you know that it's just, a lot of it's genetics, and it's just the way the fat accumulates on the body. But we are talking about cellulite today. Yes, ladies. Which, perfect timing, because spring, like we said before, is on its way. And then this is a time when we need to start treating that cellulite, because it does take time. So by the time short season is around in a few months, depending on where your location is, we're in the South, so it's going to take till usually late March or April. No, wait, March is still pretty chilly. It's around Easter. That's when I feel like I can start changing them out to less, like not so heavy, is right at Easter.
Yes, I agree. And like you, I have cellulite all over my legs. and began noticing it spreading.
Thank you, Ashley. Like you. God, so strong. Like you. Yes, I know.
Like we're in this canoe together. We're in the cellulite canoe together.
God.
And I began noticing it spreading more and more the older I got. And the reason why this happens, if you've noticed this too, is because as you age, your skin loses its elasticity. And like Lindsay mentioned before, genetics plays a really big role in cellulite. And our mom has it all over her legs too. And other things that impact cellulite can be hormones. It can increase during pregnancy. I noticed that it increased during my pregnancy. And then afterwards, I really noticed it because when I was pregnant, I just didn't care about anything. I was just trying to make it through the day.
Right.
But Lindsay, have you noticed your cellulite increasing?
I've noticed my stretch marks increasing.
Okay.
On my thighs, expecting right now, just because I'm in a big growth spurt this last trimester. And so my stretch marks. So I'm going to start putting my silicone patches on those stretch marks. That's what's really going to help with that.
And how many months are you now?
It's February. So we're 8 months.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's so exciting.
Yep. So coming up soon.
Now, I do want to say cellulite is harmless, and I really am doing my best to accept that this is part of my body. And I feel like as we get up older, we're able to do this more and more. However, I'm just going to be honest. I still can't help but feel self-conscious when I wear shorts or outfits that show off my legs. Do you feel this way, Lindsay?
I do, but I don't I'm in my mid 40s. In May, I turned 46. And oh gosh, is that after mid 40s then? Am I officially over the curve there? So I dress differently than I did even a few years ago. I do cover up a little bit more, which helps me. But I know, I think when it really comes out is pool time.
I was about to say, you go to the neighborhood pool like most of us do.
I go to the neighborhood pool, and that's where I feel, and the beach. That's where I feel the most self-conscious, because obviously I need to get into a bathing suit. So I really will step it up with my cellulite and stretch mark regimen, because I want to get everything like tightened and toned just for me to feel good about myself.
Absolutely. So cellulite is a skin condition, which is why we're talking about it on our Spa Skin and Beauty podcast. And that is why it doesn't matter what you weigh, because physically fit people can have cellulite too. Lindsay just mentioned this with looking at, the pageant women, the top models, they all work out. They are usually thin and they are physically fit, but it has to do with your skin. And you will see cellulite most where your skin is the thinnest and where you are losing your elasticity. And that has to do with the weakening collagen fibers that are between your muscles, and it's where your skin is separating the fat into pockets. So this is what forms that dimpled, rippled look. Yay!
Awesome.
Yay! So if you are wanting to diminish the look of your cellulite, there are at-home options that you can do. And we are so excited about this list because we both compiled this list, and I bet there is at least one thing that you have not heard of. I'm going to dare to say like 4 things, maybe 5.
Yeah, I did a combination here of beauty tools and products. Okay. Beauty tools, I think, really step up your skincare game. We need to get some electricity in there. You know what I mean? Come on, people.
Let's zap that sucker.
We need to step it up.
Stab it, zap it, smush it, crush it.
I'm not saying don't put skincare products on there, because that's also important. In fact, the first one on my list is a skincare product. You know I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it. It's One Skin. It's on the list.
One Skin. Dear women scientists, this is your new rep. Her name is Lindsay. You don't even know who she is.
I know. We talk about it all the time.
Oh my goodness. Are we just saying the grandpa jokes with the One Skin? I feel like I'm repeating my One Skin joke.
You said that, so you can just stay in that category by yourself. The reason why I say it over and over and over, because people need to hear it over and over and over and over. It clicks with you the more you hear it. There's not that many products on the market that I know of that have such scientific results behind it. Not only that, but the reason why I shout to the moon about this right now is because there's not many things that I can even take when I'm pregnant, right? I'm very limited. And this has made my skin keep where it's at. And I have the body one too. So One Skin, there are tons of creams promising the world to get rid of your cellulite. This is the one that I would invest in because it has scientific data to back it up with their proprietary peptide formula developed by 4 women scientists. Use the body one for this. The body one, you'll want to put it on after the shower and have it as the first application for anything. So what I mean by that is if you want to put on something over that One Skin, that's fine. Just don't apply it first. Make sure the One Skin hits your skin first. That's the first layer on top of that. So look into that. We do have a code. Everything's on our website, by the way. I don't know if you know this, but it's lindseyholder.com, LINDSEYHOLDER. Our membership to join is on there, which is inside, for our skincare community. You can reach Ashley and I directly. We had a member ask us about a product today, and Ashley is on it. She loves, let me tell you about this. I mean, you want to give Ashley a Valentine's present? Just say hi to her inside the membership. She tells me about it. She's like, oh my gosh. Recently she got a message about something and she just told me today and she was so excited. And then I read her message like, wow, Ashley, you really gave her a lot of information. Like, wow, that's such value. So we want to hear from you inside there. You can also find all these recommendations. If you go to lindseyholder.com and you hit the Shop My Faves button at the very top, we list these by podcast episode so you can easily find them. Number 2 on the list is the droplet device. I currently am using the collagen hydrofiller infuser capsule. They have multiple capsules that you can use. I love this device. I bought it a few months ago. This is a needle-free skincare technology device that gets skincare ingredients 20% deeper into the skin than a topical application will. That's because you're doing a micro mist situation, and you can hear us go into depth about the droplet device on the previous podcast. You could do a combination of their growth factors, their collagen hydrofiller, that's the one I'm using, or a combination of different ones. And if you're not really sure, well, I don't know how to put that combination together. Like, what are you talking about? They actually have a team that will give you your personalized set of capsule recommendations. I think that's pretty cool. You usually don't get that from a company. So they would send you a box that says, okay, tonight use the retinol, then use the hydrofill, then let's go to the glycolic, and then we'll do collagen hydrofill. Like, they will build a plan for you and you can keep up with that. I think that's really awesome that they do that. So it's the droplet device. And again, that is on our Shop My Fave shelf. Number 3, Ash and I talk about this all the time. LED light.
Love this. I use this. Honestly, y'all, I use this every single day.
So have you seen a difference?
You know what? Yes, I have. And so we're talking about the Cellulite, and it's a panel where you can wrap it around your legs. And it's so great because the light boosts your circulation. It increases the blood flow, which can help break up those fat cells, and it also helps increase the collagen production. And that increase of collagen production results in that smoother, firmer skin. And so what I noticed is, here's how I do the Cellulite. So I will do the Cellulite on a part of my body every night, but definitely I do the Cellulite every day on my legs. And I think it was after 3 months, I looked down at my legs and I was like, oh,
for 30 minutes.
Oh my goodness. It automatically does it for 30 minutes. So I will every night, whether I like to watch a TV show to like zone out, that's my treat at night, a TV show or a movie. You could do this while you're reading, but I prop myself up and I do it on my legs. And so I noticed I wasn't really expecting anything. I was just like, I got it for my face, really, to help with my hyperpigmentation. I really wanted that. And then I kept on reading about, LED lights and how it improves and it gets to the mitochondria and blah, blah, blah.
Well, the reason why it's so good, it's great because the light boosts your circulation. So that increased blood flow can help break up those fat cells. that is what helps increase that collagen production. And that increase of collagen production, that is what is resulting in you seeing that smoother, firmer skin.
So I haven't even answered my question because I was completely long-winded, but absolutely 1000%. Yes, I have noticed a difference, and it has made my skin look younger. My skin on my legs look younger. I was stunned. And so what I'm doing now is I've noticed that I'm getting the wrinkles around my ankles, on the top parts of my ankles and on the top parts of my feet. I'm noticing this because I'm doing yoga in the mornings, and I don't know if any of y'all know what a downward dog position is, but I'm basically staring at my ankles, and I've noticed, oh, they're wrinkly. I gotta help this. And so I want to thicken the skin on the tops of my feet and also around my ankles. And then also I want my knees to look good. And then I usually will wear things that show from my knees below. And so I have noticed a difference. So I highly recommend it. I use it and I love it.
On my dream board, which I've talked about this before, you know how you can make your goals in your dream board. I'm going to have a big LED bed so I can just hop into the bed. It looks like a tanning bed, but it's not.
Oh, I'm not laughing. I completely am right there with you because I want to get my whole body.
Just let's knock it out.
Absolutely. I'm right there with you.
My dream is to have a wellness room with all the latest things that I can go into, and like everything. It's going to remind me of Curves. Remember Curves? Well, Curves is still around, but instead of me doing that, it's going to be like around the room, and I pop into my LED light bed, and then next I'll go into the sauna. Then I'll do my cold therapy.
Are you going to have a cold plunge?
Cold plunge. Okay, I don't know about that. I would rather I can do the cold water shower, but I'd rather go to one of those cryo places. So I'd rather have it dry.
But we're not talking about, Lindsay, we're talking about that dream vision board where you've got it all in your little room.
Right. So why can't I have the cryo stuff in my house?
The cryo machine? Yeah.
Yeah, like a cryo machine. I think down the road, they're really, really going to advance in that. I really do. To where you have an at-home cryo.
I love that idea.
Mobile, just like they did the sauna. You can sit in the portable sauna, or you can have it. So we're going to see things advance at high level. I think in the next, now into the next 5 years, it's going to be a game changer.
I thought say within the next 5 years. Yeah. And I'm the same with you. I would much rather get into, because we both have done the cryo machine before. I'd much rather get into a cryo machine.
Dry. Yeah. Dry one versus wet.
A dry one than do a cold plunge.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to that. So somebody who's listening, could you please invent that? And we will be your testers for that.
That's right.
The next one is going to be a really good price point for you with excellent results. It's a high frequency wand. High frequency has been around the block for a long time, actually since the 1800s when it was invented by Nikola Tesla. Obviously, it was invented for other reasons, and down the road, we found out you could use it for beauty treatments as well. For cellulite, the high frequency waves, they're going to break up the cellulite lumps. So you use it in a circular motion around those areas. Follow the instructions on the device that you choose. We have device options in our Shop My Shelf, so you don't even have to worry about which ones to get. We've got you covered. High frequency, by the way, it's also great to use for lymphatic drainage. So you're moving everything out of the body. You're ridding it of all those toxins. And the price point's pretty good for the high frequency ones. They're not too expensive. They do have a large range from $150 to $50. I've even seen some for $39 or so. It just depends on how many modalities that you want on that, because they have kits that come with even like the scalp and the eye. Like you can swap out the different, electronic modalities at the very top. So it just depends on what you want. But try the high frequency one. You can use it all over your body, even your face. So it is good for bang for your buck. Microcurrent is next on the list, coming at number 5. Microcurrent devices, they're going to tone the muscle and tighten the muscle. So it's going to help sculpt and smooth the appearance of the dimples on the skin. It's pretty easy to use. It doesn't take that long as well. There's many microcurrent devices on the market. You just find one that fits best for you, and you could start doing that. And I will say this. Let's say you're going out to the pool that day or the beach or whatever. If you want something that's going to like give you that result like right away, just like with your face, microcurrent will instantly tone it. And I'm not saying it's going to last for like it may drop like it's hot the next day, but hey,
the only thing I want is something where as soon as I take off my cover up and I'm about to get in the pool, just let it look good for that 1 second, because that's when the eyes are on you. And then everybody got their looky-loos. They got their looks. And then they're like, already saw her. Moving on.
You'll feel good because it lifts everything. It'll tone and tighten it right then.
I love that.
And while you're doing your thighs, put it up to your cheeks and pop up that cheekbone and eyebrow, and you'll just be tight and right when you, you walk out.
Lindsay, I am serious. That is so brilliant. Ooh, I love that.
If you really want to plump it up, get those body silicone patches. Keep it on in the morning for a couple of hours before you go to the pool or whatever. Take those off and then do the microcurrent, because that's going to plump up like all the lines and stuff, like your ankle lines or whatever you're wanting to do. I'll do my stretch marks, of course, and then do the microcurrent. And then, of course, sunscreen.
So Lindsay and I have children, and Lindsay's going to have a baby for this summer. And I love going to Lindsay's neighborhood pool because it's something different. My kids love it too. And so we are going to be like, hold on, children. We got to do a little microcurrent real quick. And then we're going to pow.
They're going to be like,
the neighborhood pool.
Mom. That's right. Here we come.
Penelope's going to be like, hurry up.
We'll have to give her something to do while she's waiting on us. Number 6, the Lima Cold Laser. I've got my eye on this one for 2023. It is a pretty pricey device. I believe we had this on our Valentine's list. Still on my list to get. Very excited. Love anything cold with the skin. The company says to use their protocol daily for 3 months and then switch to twice weekly. So what you're going to do, you're going to hold the laser on the cellulite section or the area for 3 minutes per that area. Then you're going to move to the next section. This has been proven to sculpt and contour body parts affected by cellulite. If you look on their website, you can see some before and after pictures.
Ooh, I want this. I want this so badly. I want it so badly.
It's over $2,000. So that's what's holding me back.
Right.
I'm trying to get a very nice discount code from them. So I'm in the works of it. So hold on. Let me try to find something. Let's put some money back weekly.
Weekly, not monthly. Let's put some money back weekly.
Yeah. Well, that's what I do for all of my devices. I know the devices that I have my eye on for the year. So I save for that. And then that way I'm not like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I spent that at this time, because I have intentionally set a goal for myself. And so this is one of my goals.
I love how you explain that thought process, because some of us do have the ability to just go ahead and purchase it now, and others of us do not. And it doesn't mean that you can't get it. It just means you need to plan for it.
Well, I also have to plan because I do have my subscription thing still coming in.
Right.
Such as I am paying for the OneSkin, and you are too, the subscription. That's expensive. The Droplet, I pay for my capsules every month. And the OneSkin has both the body and the face. You know what I'm saying? So, and then I have my supplements and things like that. Oh, I also have my Beauty Bio, which is my derma roller kit. That's on subscription.
Yes, I have that one too. I actually just ordered my huge attachment head because I use that one. What'd you say?
For the body.
Yeah, but I also love using it I just use it for also the face too. Do you do that?
I am so glad you mentioned that. I did not put that on this list, and that is huge. That helps with collagen greatly. It is the Beauty Bio. So actually, we need to add this in the notes. The Beauty Bio Microneedle Home Derma Roller. I use that too, because what you'd want to do that definitely helps break down your collagen and smooths everything out. And then I would add the droplet device and use one of the capsules right after you did the home derma roller. And wow, because that is such a just awesome move on the face. So let's bring it down to the cellulite areas. You're really going to see a difference for that.
Yeah. I mean, while you've got the derma roller out, just go ahead and do it all, right?
Right. And I do think that larger roller just makes it so much easier to roll on the body than having the little one for your face.
Oh, yes. I tried the little one on the body and just forget it. I mean, I personally am not going to do it. It takes too long.
They're very easy to change out the heads. I mean, it just snaps on, snaps off. So definitely look into that. That's going to make a huge difference. So anyway, that's what we have on subscription, along with our other health items that our supplements and things like that. So that is why I need to budget. The next ones you probably already know of, but we're going to just go down the list. But I wanted to give those really bang for your bucks at the top because hopefully at least one of those things sounds new to you and you can incorporate that into your new cellulite routine, a reduction of cellulite routine. Drink lots of water, of course, because as you hydrate, your skin plumps up, which will make those ripples less noticeable. It also flushes out toxins. It gives you that beautiful glow. Just, not just great for cellulite, but great for your overall skin. Number 8, keep your skin moisturized, especially after showering when your skin is damp. You can use coconut oil. It smells great. It's not that expensive. So if you're not using OneSkin, this would be an alternative. It is a fatty oil, so it will help lock in that moisture. Or you could use OneSkin and then you could go to coconut oil right after that. Definitely limit your alcohol. This dries out your skin, so we don't want that. And alcohol, some of it has a lot of sugar in it, so you want to reduce that sugar too. Limit your processed foods, of course. Replace them with nutrient-dense foods. This is hard, but chemically man-made food is so good, but we need to work on more whole foods. But the excess fat is stored in our fat cells, and unhealthy foods make them expand. That's scary. So we want to
Lindsay, oh my gosh, you crack me up.
I mean, I just think, gosh, we're going to expand that. I mean, I know it's good. I don't know how you live, but I kind of live by the 80-20 rule.
Yep, I do too. I mean,
I'm not going to just not have it, but I'm pretty healthy 80% of the time. But you will see a chocolate lava cake appear on my Instagram stories. You watch it on Valentine's Day tonight. We're going out. I'm going to indulge in that chocolate lava cake with the strawberries, and it's happening.
And I am the same way. I am
going to have my garlic roll. I'm going to have it.
It's worth it to me. And so what I think we're saying is just at moderation, everything in moderation. You can't just every night go and, number 1, number 2s and drive through.
But what you can do is if you're going to really indulge that evening, you can kind of modify what you eat that morning and for snacks and for lunch.
That's exactly what I do. I'm so glad you mentioned that.
And then you can, of course, get back to track, and you can even fast a little bit too. I can't fast right now, but that's normally what I do. I'm like, okay, I'm going to fast, and then the next, get through that morning and then have a healthy salad the next day. So there's ways to do that.
That's what I'm doing tonight because our mom is keeping our children tonight. And so my husband and we're going to get to go out to eat and have a meal that doesn't involve chicken fingers or a cheese quesadilla. And so that's what I've done this morning. I have started my day off with...
That's what you're doing for Valentine's Day tonight?
Yeah. So I started my day off with coffee and my collagen peptides and use some sort of organic cream. And then for my breakfast, I love it. It's called Nancy's. It's a probiotic cottage cheese. I get that at Earth Fare. You can also find it at Whole Foods. And then I got the organic frozen.
I'm going to pass on that. I do not like cottage cheese.
Frozen mangoes. Really? Because it's great protein. And then I put my organic mango in there and it was frozen. So it was delicious. Okay. I guess I will stop with what the rest I ate for today because Lindsay is not interested.
I just don't I know a lot of people like cottage cheese, but I feel like that looks like my cellulite, so I just don't want to eat it.
Oh my gosh, that is so funny. I did not even put that together. So on this Cellulite podcast, we're talking about things to eat like cottage cheese, but we don't want the cottage cheese on our body. That is so funny.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. The last one on my list is, what to do is exercise, of course. And I just want to say the less fat you have, the less fat there is to make those dimples. But even though it can be genetic and even thin people have it too, but some sort of cardio, what it does, it gets the blood flowing and helps manage your weight. So whether that's, walking, jogging, anything like that. I love even Pilates is my favorite thing to do.
Yeah.
Ashley, you've got some tips too.
I do. I am so excited to tell you about this. It is a special cellulite massage. This you can do so you can give your legs a strong 20-minute self-massage every other day. Now, I love to do this. As I just mentioned, I watch a show or a movie at night, so you can't read. You're going to need to do that or just whatever. But massaging the cellulite area is so good because it also helps with circulation as well as the lymphatic drainage. And I am excited to tell you about these massages because there are specific ways in which you want to perform the massage in order to target the dermis and the deeper into the hypodermis layers of the skin that are causing the cellulite. And I tell you inside La Pre-Beauty, ha 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 ha. I know you're thinking, Ashley, that is not cool. Well, I've got to save something.
We got to get you in there somehow.
I know. So I have to save something. So it's in our La Pre-Beauty esthetician-led community, and you can find that at www.lindsayholder.com. And I put it inside. We have different sections. I put it inside Skin School.
Oh, can I say something real quick? I saw this on TikTok. I know you have a trampoline. I don't have a trampoline, but I have seen a lot of these videos about lymphatic drainage in the morning on TikTok. And all you could just look up lymphatic drainage probably on TikTok, as you just do these jumping motions in the morning, and it just gets everything because the lymphatic system does not have a pump like our heart does. So when you jump up and down and you like move your arms and you like get your legs hopping and stuff, it makes your system move and it flushes out everything. I thought that was really cool. So imagine doing that and then the massage and all the other things that you have.
I do have something to say about that because I have done that. I bought one of those mini trampolines and I did it in my house because I wanted to stimulate my own lymphatic drainage system. And here's what I want to warn you about with doing that. I have lower back issues. So I want to tell my experience for the listeners out there who are curious about that. I got the mini trampoline and because I was going to do that for my morning jumping, and it hurt my lower back so much. I had to get rid of it. So I was really disappointed. So now I have a large trampoline in my backyard, and I bought that for my kids to jump on it. And then I also will jump on it from time to time. And that, if you're looking for a jumping trampoline, there is a huge difference with a big, huge one versus those tiny little ones. The large one that I have in my backyard does not affect my back like the small inside jumping trampoline. So I do want to make that clear so that you don't make this.
For those who have back problems.
Yes, if you have back problems.
You have always had major back problems. I do not, so I'm just going to jump around my living room for now.
You don't? Okay.
I'm just going to do that.
Yes. Now, another way, so Lindsay mentioned that's a great way to stimulate your lymphatic system. Another way to do that without jumping is through dry brushing. So I want you to keep this in mind. When you're dry brushing, here's a tip for you. Always brush towards your heart, because a lot of people get confused with, if I start at my feet, where am I supposed to brush? If I start up at my, neck area, which way do I brush? Well, if you brush towards your heart, that will always give you the direction for you to brush. It helps with the lymphatic drainage system, which is what Lindsay had just said, where we've got to stimulate it to help move those toxins out of your system. It also helps to remove your dead skin cells. So when you're removing your dead skin cells, it creates new ones. So what I like to do is I like to begin from the bottom of my ankles, and I brush upward in long strokes. So for example, if I'm targeting my cellulite on my legs, then what I do is I go from my ankles up to my knees, and then from my knees up to my buttocks. And I do that all around my leg. So that's a technique that you can use. And we have the dry brushing ones that we recommend in our shop, of course. The next one is lifting weights. And you can lift weights, or you can also do body resistance as your weights. The reason why you want to lift weights is this helps to keep your skin both firm and tight. And lastly, I want to say all of these tips go together. So you want to take care of your health. You want to take care of your skin. And we have 14 ways for you to do it. You don't have to do all of them, but the more you do, the better. And I love how Lindsay mentioned this at the beginning of the podcast. It takes time. These are not overnight treatments. You will see improvement. But I do want to say, if anybody is promising to remove your cellulite, be wary of that. We're talking about diminishing the appearance. We're not talking about removing it.
Find out what works best for you too. You may like something and not like something else. All of the ones that we went over, everything's going to help with it. And you don't have to do all of these. So you can decide which ones you like. You may want to do microcurrent over high frequency. You may like high frequency over the microneedle derma rolling. So you will find out what works for you. And that way you can keep with that system, and also what works into your lifestyle of the time that you have, what's easy for you, and with your budget. So all of those will go into consideration.
Yeah, because I know you're probably thinking, wait a minute, I got to go work out. I got to drink all my water. I got to give myself a 30-minute massage. It's a lot.
Yeah. And I will also put a little insight of this. Some nights, like Ashley says, it's just easy just to lay the Cellulite panel while she is watching her movie. So she can do her leg massage while she's resting, and the Cellulite panel right after that.
Actually, what I do, because I actually did this last night, I do the Cellulite panel first because you don't want to have any oil or anything between you and the light. So I do my Cellulite panel first, and then afterwards I got a little bit of coconut oil. I just put a drop or two in my hands because you want to use some that is actually going to work the skin tissue, but not enough to where it's going to slip off your grip. And that's what I did last night. And it made me feel good, but it wasn't too difficult. And I was just watching a movie
And just relaxing. Well, Ashley, I hope you have a wonderful Valentine's Day dinner with your husband. And I hope I do too. I hope that after we talked about our cellulite, this is how we're going to go have our chocolate cake. Because we are all about moderation, and we want you to enjoy your Valentine's Day, the whole day, and then get back to work tomorrow and enjoy your self-care day. And we want to say thank you on this Valentine's Day to love yourself, have self-care for yourself. You guys are awesome. And everybody's just this day of love. Feel good about yourself and confident, no matter where you are in life, right? That's what I want to say.
Yes, we are sending you love today. So if you're having a good day, a bad day, a sad day, we just hope that this has lifted you up just a little bit, or keep you lifted, because we are sending it out there.
And no matter what you are, if you're in a relationship or if you're not in a relationship, whatever you are, there's other people that you can focus on that need love too, like your niece or your nephew or your best friend or family member.
Or your puppy dog.
Or your puppy dog. Yes.
My puppy dog, Mr. Waggles. Oh my goodness.
Or your cat, because I'm a cat person. Ashley's a dog.
Oh, you're a cat person. Yes, I'm a puppy dog. Lindsay's a cat person.
Some people they're like, but I have a bird. So whatever.
But let me tell you something. The Valentine's Day stuffies that Mr. Waggles will be receiving today makes me happier than a dozen red roses. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
And yeah, and you can enjoy your walk with him today before you go out. So,
oh, yes.
What a fun day. Happy Valentine's, everybody. We're sending you so much love. Thank you so much for listening. Our present on this day is that you gave us your time to listen to this episode. That is truly our Valentine's Day present. So we look forward to seeing you. We're here every Tuesday. We'll talk to you next Tuesday. And until next time.